What's going on, everyone? This is Tyler Weeb from Pro Physique, and today we're going to talk about the post-show eating. Everyone, welcome back. 2 videos, 2 days. We're on a roll compared to the last 4 weeks, but that is what happens when you've got your energy back and you are eating food again. You just feel normal, you are ready to conquer the world again, and you can't believe that you felt the way that you did just a few weeks ago. But today I wanted to talk about precisely that, and that is the post-show eating period or post-dieting eating period that can catch a lot of people by surprise. Not a lot of people anticipate this period to be that difficult because they have been pushing themselves. They have been very hyper-focused on this goal of fat loss. The decision to eat, not eat certain foods is quite easy because we have this goal that we are so focused on. So let's just take prep, for example, and stepping on stage. You get so focused on the stage and what that's going to look like and, getting to extreme levels of low body fat that, yeah, you might be hungry, but it's not hard. Well, I don't want to say that it's not hard, but it is a lot easier to make the decision to go, no, I am not going to eat that Pop-Tart. No, I'm not going to have those cookies because you have this goal. Now, you reach your goal. I was on stage for maybe no more than 20 minutes. So you work for 4 months. You're tracking your food, you're tracking your sodium, you're tracking your water, you're doing all this cardio, you're still trying to train hard, you're still trying to balance your life. And then all of a sudden it's done and over with in 20 minutes. And then you go, oh, okay, well that was awesome. Now what? Because if you might not have another show planned. You don't really have a plan. There is no next goal. The next, the goal is just to get by day to day. And now all of a sudden you have it's gone. There are no more restrictions. There is nothing technically holding you back from stuffing your face. And so it can catch a lot of people by surprise. I actually think that the post-show period is a lot harder than prep itself for this reason alone. The fact that there is nothing holding you back from enjoying yourself and eating because you have been saying no for 4, 5, 6 months to a lot of things. You've been maybe not seeing your friends, you have not been hanging out with your family, you haven't been going out to dinners, you haven't, had a drink or, anything like that. You've been to go, no, I can't, I'm not going to because I have this goal, which is totally fine. And so you get past this and now all of a sudden the world is your oyster. You can eat whatever you want. And psychologically it is very, very difficult because you get more food. You can have more food. I found that towards the end of my prep, it wasn't that I was craving certain foods. I wasn't craving cookies. I wasn't craving this. I would have been just happy with more spaghetti squash. I would have been just happy with more plain chicken. I just wanted more food. And so that is the difficult part right there. Is how all of a sudden you get to have more food. Now, should you enjoy yourself the day of your show, maybe the day after your show, maybe it bleeds into the 3rd day. You know what? I'm okay with that. I am maybe try not to go on like a 10,000 calorie binge. Do practice some type of restraint, in the days following. Saturday, enjoy yourself. You do have to be careful or you will eat until you are sick. So you do have to keep that in mind and it can sneak up on you. But then Sunday, Monday, if it starts to snowball, we can really run into problems with putting on a lot of body fat. as well as having maybe an unhealthy relationship with food, which is exactly what we don't want. And so we do need to get back on track. Now, I had the problem, I don't want to say problem, but I went to Vegas for the Olympia right after my show. In hindsight, not the best idea, but I'm not going to go. And I think it's actually going to turn out to be okay. But I enjoyed myself for the full week. I did not track. Came home, up 12.5 pounds yesterday from show day. So not even 2 weeks. Now granted, that is already coming back down because I am back on track. I am back into my normal routine of cardio, of training. I'm starting up hockey. So that weight, some of it will come off. Now, did I put on some body fat? Probably, but that's okay. You do want to put on body fat after a show and get back to a healthy level of body fat, because that is when we start growing. That is when the body is healthy again. Your hormones are getting back to normal, but it does take time. So why does this happen? Well, we went over the psychological issue that all of a sudden there is technically no restraint. The only restraint is just not getting fat, which when you are as hungry as you are, kind of the furthest thing from your mind once you start eating. But physiologically, well, the hunger hormone is all the way up, and the hormone that makes you feel full is in the tank because your body is starved for body fat. And so it just wants to put it on because that's what it would rely on when we would go long periods without food. And so now it's thinking, okay, we have gone this long time without food. We need to put on body fat to help preserve energy again, just in case that happens again. So the body is primed after a show to put on body fat. And so what happens is you might be okay when you're not eating, but as soon as you have that first bite, it's like something just kind of takes over and you can't stop. I do pride myself on having some very awesome willpower when it comes to not overeating. I'm typically, saying no to desserts. Prep, I was perfect. I didn't cheat. I didn't go over. I hit everything. I do feel that I have good willpower when it comes to this. I had none, which is kind of a funny thing for me because I usually do when it comes to this type of stuff, because I would have that first bite and it was just again, like I said, something took over and I just couldn't stop. It just kept going back and back and back, and you're not full. You don't feel full. You continually feel hungry. I probably had a 1,500 calorie milkshake, a full burger, a full thing of French fries, and I also helped finish off some of other people's milkshakes one night in Vegas, and I was not even full after that. I probably could have kept going, but obviously it had been too much at that point, and so I had to really rein it in. And so it looks different for everyone, and so at that point, if you do find yourself just kind of unhinged and keep going, just really try and reel it back in. Move on. Do not feel guilty. It happened. There's nothing you can do about it other than start hitting the macros that have been maybe given to you by your coach. Keep hitting the cardio. Do not add cardio. Do not try to diet. The body fat came on. It happened. Accept it. Learn from it. Move on. And that's what I'm doing. Do not regret it. I am actually not that devastated of my weight. I knew that this was going to happen. I also knew that some of it would come off, and we are already trending in that direction. So again, you just have to move on from it. It happened, but that is what happens during the post-show eating period. Enjoy yourself the first couple of days, but try and get back on track, because you are going to be setting yourself up much, much better for a long off season and the next time that you prep, because you are not going to have extra body fat that you have to lose. All right. Alright guys, that is everything. Do know that I am in the struggle with you. If you are finding yourself in that post-show period, post-dieting period, and you just want to eat all the food, I get it, it's tough. I'm sitting here, and I can just hear the Oreos calling my name. Probably not the best idea that I brought them into the house, but I wanted to have a couple a day as a nice little treat. I am trying to find that balance of allowing myself, a couple Oreos here, maybe some treats, taking care of some of those cravings, as long as, the hand doesn't just keep going back and back for that 5th, that 6th, that 7th, that 8th. All of a sudden the whole box of Oreos is gone. That's not the goal. 2, maybe 3 a day. We stop there. Alright guys, that's going to be everything. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this content, go ahead, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions, comments about nutrition, training, or anything, don't hesitate to shoot me an email or just leave it down below. Alright guys, have a fantastic Wednesday.